Every year, dropshipping gets more and more competitive. But the reason most people quit isn't their product or their ads, it's actually their supplier instead. Because if you work with bad suppliers, they're gonna ruin your customer experience for everyone, and nobody's gonna buy from you again. So I'm gonna break down which suppliers are worth using in 2026 and which ones to avoid. And at the end, I'll show you which one I would use if I was starting from scratch this year. My name's Alex if you're new, and when you're ready, let's get right into it. So let's start by talking about what matters in 2026. These are key factors you should consider with every potential supplier out there. I'll go ahead and throw that graphic behind me, but there's 6 main things you want to consider. Number 1 is shipping speed and shipping lines. What shipping lines does your supplier actually offer? How fast can they get your products delivered? And what countries do they actually ship to? Do they have global warehouses in China, Europe, and the US? Or are they shipping everything from China with 30-day sea shipping? These things matter. Next up, you want to pay attention to pricing and fees. You want to make sure there's no hidden charges and all prices are upfront and transparent with every supplier. Because with a lot of suppliers, you have hidden fees like storage fees or per order transaction fees or anything similar, whereas other suppliers are more straightforward. You just pay on a per order basis. Now, of course, you want to consider integrations as well as automation. What platforms does each supplier link up to? Do they have a Shopify app, a WooCommerce app, or whichever platform you sell on? Do they have good and detailed tracking for your customers to track their shipments? And can they auto-fulfill your orders to really save you time? You don't want to be logging in every day and fulfilling your orders one by one. You just want to log in once a day and take care of them all. Or have everything taken care of for you automatically. Next up, you want to pay attention to branding. And branding is more than just a box. This is your overall customer experience. From the package they receive in the mailbox to when they open everything up, you should have your logo on it, custom thank you cards, any stickers. You just want to give your customers the best overall brand experience you can. So does your supplier offer private labeling? Can they put your logo on your products? Can they create custom thank you cards, create custom packaging? Because these things really matter. Obviously, one of the most important features is product sourcing or the overall product access. You want to make sure you're getting good sourcing agents that are able to source any product you need them to, or just ensure that your supplier has a really good catalog with thousands of products to choose from. And last but not least, we need to pay attention to customer support and overall reliability. Do they have 24/7 customer support to take care of any issues that might arise in your business? Because a lot of suppliers, which we'll talk about in just a moment, will actually assign you your own dedicated account agent. These are people who will work with you to source any products you need, solve any problems in your business, and just help you scale your brand. But outside of that, you always want to pay attention to any external reviews. Check the reviews on their website, on their Trustpilot page, and ask any other sellers you know who might have worked with these suppliers. You want to make sure they have good reviews and good customer support in place. That way you can save yourself from having a bad experience later. So now that we know what to look for in a potential supplier, let's go over our first one. Fulfillment. So the first supplier we're going to talk about in this video is Fulfillman. And if you've seen my videos before, you'll know that I've talked about Fulfillman many times in the past on this channel. This was actually one of the first private suppliers that I ever used. But Fulfillman is a third-party logistics service or 3PL. And this just means that they'll go ahead and source any product you need them to. They'll order them, store them in their own warehouses, quality check every item before it's sent out, and fulfill all of your orders automatically as they come in. So as soon as your customer places an order on your Shopify store, Fulfillman will log in and take care of it automatically. And automated suppliers like this really free up your time. Now, right away, Fulfillman offers a ton of different services. Whether you're a drop shipper, you sell on Amazon FBA, you have your own private label brand, you sell print-on-demand supplements, whatever, Fulfillman can handle it. Now, what I really like about Fulfillman are all these additional services that you see over here. So they have China sourcing like we already talked about. They can source any product you need them to. They have crowdfunding fulfillment if you're a startup company. But these are my favorite 2 features down here. They have their own brand photography team in place, as well as custom branding. So let's talk about photography first. Once you link up your Shopify store to Fulfillman, they can go ahead and get any product photos that you need them to. They can do photos with model, hand models, graphic design photos. You can do your 360 spin videos like this. They can also do the white background lifestyle images or anything else. We keep scrolling down. You guys can see some examples of their previous work down here. We got some headphones, necklaces. Look how high quality and detailed these photos are. So they can take any dropshipping product you want to sell and shoot their own custom high quality photos in-house. And you can use these photos on your social media pages, on your website, product images, ads, or anywhere else you need them for. But now let's go ahead and talk about branding. Now with Fulfillman, you can create your own custom flyers, you can create thank you cards with your logo and any extra discounts you want to offer. And these thank you cards and flyers can be placed in every order you send out. But not only that, if you scroll down, you can create custom packaging. You can put your logo on your packaging, on your products, on these custom mailers like this, boxes, stickers, wherever. And this just really helps you stand out from other dropshippers because you're able to create an actual brand that people can remember. And this makes them more likely to come back and purchase from you again. Not to mention that you can also charge more. People will pay premium prices for branded products. So this is something you should do with every winning product once you validate it. If you go on their About Us page right here, you can see that they have over 2,000 satisfied customers and they ship out over 6,000 tons of products every year. We can click this little icon right here and take a look at their Trustpilot page. And wow, overall, they have 184 reviews and an excellent 4.7 star rating. You can see all these other business owners talking about Fulfillman down here. So let's talk about some of the pros and cons of working with Fulfillman. You have quality control, sourcing, branding, FBA, auto fulfillment, and everything else they offer. Not to mention their own private line of logistics, fewer handoffs and shipping, fewer problems. And their private shipping lines from China are actually focused on speed rather than your standard e-packet shipping lines. So for example, I'll show you guys some recent tracking numbers from one of my own stores earlier this year. This was a store that I actually partnered with Fulfillment on, so they handled all of these orders for me. And you can see that from China to the US, I'm getting 6-day shipping from the moment the tracking label is actually created to the moment it arrives at the door. We have 8-day shipping from China to the US, 7-day from China to Germany, and 6 and 7-day from China to the UK. I've never had another supplier actually beat these shipping speeds. This is really good. And they just really help you build an overall brand. Their private label and professional photo studio will really help you stand out from the generic unbranded dropshipping products. So you go from a generic dropshipping store to a fully branded website, thanks to a high quality supplier like Fulfillment. Now, of course, when you're working with agents, quality can vary from agent to agent, so you always want to do a test run first and evaluate these suppliers with sample orders. Now, Fulfillment is best for intermediate to advanced sellers who want custom sourcing, branded packaging and private labeling, influencer seeding kits, and consistent per order margins without monthly platform fees. Fulfillment is a great option if you want reliability and speed without breaking the bank. So let's go over our next best supplier, Zendrop. All right, so our next private dropshipping supplier is Zendrop. And Zendrop is another popular option for dropshippers everywhere. And of course, this is another company that I've used in the past. I wouldn't talk about any of these if I've never used them before. So of course, it's super easy to get started. You're just gonna click try for free. Then they have a Shopify app integration, so they link right up to your Shopify store. And you guys can see down here that there's over 3 million sellers on Zendrop. They do over $100 million in revenue every single year. And they sourced over 1 million products for these sellers. And they have everything you need to grow your dropshipping business. They have product sourcing, auto fulfillment, custom branding like we already talked about, your logo on your products and your packaging. They have both US and China-based warehouses, and they're one of the best print-on-demand suppliers out there. They have a ton of different print-on-demand options. And here's how it all works down here. You're gonna create your account, install the app on your Shopify store, select your products and upload them, and start selling. It's that simple. But sometimes these things sound too good to be true. So let's talk about some of the pros and cons with Zendrop. Starting right away, Zendrop charges you monthly to use their services. Of course, they do have a free plan, but anything worth using is in their Pro and Plus plan. Their Pro plan starts at $49 a month and their Plus plan starts at $79 a month. So this isn't exactly feasible for beginner dropshippers because you want to cut costs down as much as possible. So you don't want to be spending $80 a month on just your supplier, especially when the other suppliers we're talking about in this video don't actually have monthly fees. So it's already a really big con. And of course, Zendrop's fast shipping actually depends on if these products are stored in US warehouses or not. So they say they can get you 3 to 7 day shipping, but that's only if they're stored in US warehouses, and that's only to the US. Whereas their China-based warehouses really aren't that much faster than AliExpress, and you're paying significantly more. And of course, when you source products on Zendrop, it goes right into their general catalog. So you're sharing these winners with other sellers, and you don't want to be doing that. You want something a little more personalized when you're working with your own agent. efficient, like with the first supplier we just talked about, as well as the next one we're gonna go over. But let's talk about some of the pros of ZenDrop now, because we just beat them down. ZenDrop is actually the fastest way to get started for beginners. You can just integrate it directly to Shopify, import these products to your store, and start selling them within minutes. And of course, all of your orders are automatically fulfilled and updated with tracking numbers. Whereas the other suppliers, you're working with private agents that actually have to go through and source every product for you. It's a little more personalized, but it takes a little bit longer. And of course, ZenDrop has both US and China warehouses, so you're able to hit that 2 to 5 day shipping mark on US shipped products. And they have a huge product catalog with over 1 million dropshipping products to choose from, all with quality control and fast shipping options in place. So ZenDrop's best for beginner sellers who want speed, automation, and simple branding without managing an agent. This is great for print-on-demand stores or when you need US stock. But with that being said, let's go over our third supplier, TeamDrop. All right, so once again, our third supplier, TeamDrop, is another 3PL or third-party logistics service, meaning you get your own private agent and they'll go ahead and source and warehouse everything for you and then ship out all of your orders as they come in. Now, TeamDrop's a newer supplier. I think they were actually created within the last few years, but this year I've partnered with them and used them on a couple of my own dropshipping stores. So you can see some more information down here. They have over 1 million users. They process over $100 million in revenue every year. They have a ton of warehouse space to store all of your products in over 100 different shipping lines. And I've seen this firsthand. When I go to place my orders, they have a ton of different shipping options, all with different speeds, pricing, and everything else. We scroll down, here's some more features and benefits of working with TeamDrop. They have global delivery, auto fulfillment. They're a really good print-on-demand supplier. They can do global warehousing, local fulfillment. They actually work with a lot of clothing brands. And of course, they link up directly with Shopify, Amazon, WooCommerce, and Etsy. So you guys can see how it all works right here. First, you're gonna go ahead and authorize your store and link it right up to TeamDrop. Then you're gonna browse their catalog or work with one of their agents to source your products. You're gonna go ahead and list those products right to your Shopify store, automate syncing and fulfillment so that TeamDrop can take care of everything for you. And you guys can see all of their different services that they actually offer right here. The global delivery, product sourcing, auto fulfillment, local fulfillment, quality control, print on demand, clothing, warehouse, logistics, service, and their affiliate program. Let's take a look at their pricing. Let's compare it to the other two suppliers we just talked about. And of course, TeamDrop is very transparent with their pricing. You can see right here, they have no monthly charges or storage fees or anything like that. Your quotes are free and you only pay for your orders as they come in. And there's no hidden fees or anything else. It's just like AliExpress where you can log in and place your orders one by one, or you can have your agent take care of all of this for you. But unlike other platforms like we just talked about with ZenDrop, you're not paying monthly to use it. And your agent and the quality control team and everything else is assigned to your brand automatically. You're not paying for any of this. My account agent messages me on WhatsApp every single day. They give me updates about my orders, any new shipping lines, any delays, or anything else I need to know. And this should be the case with any supplier you work with. They need to be involved with your business like they're one of your partners, because they really are. Now, this is the page you're taken to right when you log into TeamDrop. You have 3 different catalogs to choose from. You can look right at their TeamDrop suppliers. So these are all products sourced directly from TeamDrop. These are products in their own warehouses, sourced by their own agents, but they can also source products for you on 1688 and Taobao. And these are websites just like AliExpress, but they're typically much harder to access without an agent. So sellers like you and I can't go on here and plug these products right into our Shopify stores unless we're working with an agent. And because TeamDrop assigns you your own dedicated account agent, they're able to source any product you need them to. So you can see all of these different products right here on Taobao. Same thing over here on 1688. You can source any product you need. You can look by different niches, you can sort by prices, you can type in the name of your product, or you can actually search by images. A lot of times it's easier just to take a picture of your product and look for it right there. Let's say you want to sell this watch right here. So you can get it for between $6 to $7. Right here for this pink variant, you're paying $7.55. And then there's still an additional $6.65 shipping fee. And we can see all the different shipping lines right here. So you can actually get it delivered in 8 to 15 days for that $6, 12 to 18 for 6, 15 to 20, or 5 to 8 for an additional $2 right there. But you can list it to your Shopify store in one click right there, and you can literally start selling this product within minutes. And it has all of these product photos that you can use right here on your own website, on your ads, and your branding, wherever. It's super simple to get started with TeamDrop. And since I have worked with them in the past on some of my own stores, here's some recent tracking numbers. These are all orders that were shipped from China to the US, and you can see that I'm getting 12 to 14 day shipping on all of them. from the moment my shipping label is created to the moment it arrives at my customer's doorstep. We have an order right here in Ohio, California, Iowa, Nevada, Kentucky, and same thing. 12 to 14 days for all of these locations. So it's not exactly as fast as Fulfillman, but they're a little more hands-on and transparent. And if we go on Trustpilot, I did mention that TeamDrop is a newer company, so they only have 16 reviews. They have great ratings, 4.1 stars, and you can read all of their different reviews down here. So you always want to get a good idea of who you're working with before you start working with them. Now, TeamDrop is best for cost-sensitive testing phases where you want a responsive agent and a convenient app. But now let's compare all 3 of these suppliers side by side. We'll compare all 6 key factors that we talked about earlier. So once again, I'll throw the chart up behind me and let's go over it. So the first supplier that we talked about in this video was Fulfillman. So with the first feature being fees, there's no actual platform fees for working with Fulfillman. You get an agent style quote. So you can go on Fulfillman's website and click get a free quote. And once you fill out a little more information about your brand and the products you sell, they'll get back to you with one right away. And every single cost of working with Fulfillment is included in this quote. Now, the second supplier we talked about, Zendrop, they have 3 different plans. The first one's free, but it doesn't really include that much. Then they have their Pro plan for $49 a month, as well as their Plus plan for $79 a month. And then you're still paying to fulfill each order. And their product costs are typically much more expensive than both TeamDrop and Fulfillment. And then we have TeamDrop, where there's no monthly fees. Same thing as Fulfillment, you get an agent style quote with every product you want to sell. So reach out to your agent, have them source any products you want them to, and they'll tell you how much it's going to cost you. So moving down to shipping speed, Fulfillment is by far the fastest of these 3 options. They have their own private shipping lines directly from China, and they get my products delivered in just 3 to 7 days. And it doesn't matter where I'm selling. I can be selling in the US, Germany, the UK, and they're still getting my products delivered fast. Zendrop offers 2 to 5 days from US warehouses, but those US warehouses are typically very limited and you're paying a lot more for that. But other than that, you're getting 9 to 12 day shipping from China for all of their other products and suppliers. And then with TeamDrop, we're getting that 12 to 14 day shipping, and that's for all of my US orders. So shipping usually takes a little bit longer with them, but they are by far the cheapest option when it comes to product fulfillment. Now, of course, with Fulfillment, you have your private label products, your product photography, your custom packaging, your automated fulfillment where your agent will log in and fulfill all of your orders for you every single day. Then of course with Zendrop, you have your Shopify integration. It links right up to your Shopify account. You have the automation option, but you have to pay for one of the Pro or Plus plans. And then Zendrop offers everything else that Fulfillment offers with a little bit more customization because you can actually select your shipping line for every single order you're gonna place. As far as like social proof and reviews for each platform is concerned, each one varies a little bit. So Fulfillment has over 2,000 strong customer testimonials right on their website. So you can hear directly from other sellers how their experience was. Like we already mentioned, TeamDrop is just getting started, so they actually only have 16 Trustpilot reviews. So because I've had a good experience with them myself, I can't really say much, but you have to look out and be skeptical when there's really not much on these. And of course, Zendrop probably has the most reviews out of any of these platforms. They're by far the most mainstream dropshipping supplier out of the 3. So if you want a quick start and don't mind a monthly fee, Zendrop is the simplest combo of catalog, automation, and US warehousing. You'll get auto-fulfill, tracking, and realistic chances at 2 to 5 day delivery if your product is sourced in the US. But if it's not, expect 9 to 12 day shipping through their China lines. Upgrading to Plus gives you private coaching and courses, but it will really eat into your margins if you have low order volume. Now, TeamDrop acts like a modern agent inside a Shopify app. AI sourcing, one-click listing, and quality control, all without a fixed monthly fee. They offer 8 to 14 day shipping lines to the US and Europe, and for new products at low spend, they're very compelling. But always validate with a paid sample because they are a newer supplier. And Fulfillment is my brand move supplier. They'll source, inspect, shoot professional looking photos, do private label, and even handle Amazon FBA or crowdfunding requests. Their private line out of China is built for speed and reliability, as you guys saw with those tracking numbers. So in case you want to test all 3 of these suppliers to see which one's the best for you, here's a plan for that. Start by picking a product you want to sell. Then you're going to place 3 identical test orders at the same time from each one of these suppliers. You're going to track delivery times, product quality, packaging, and everything else. You want to compare your landed costs, which is your product, shipping costs, and any additional fees, with each supplier and record their pricing and turnaround time. Then post all of your results in a chart and select which one's the best. I typically do this for every product launch I know is going to be successful, typically after I validate a winning product and I'm ready to scale it. So based on what I value, brand control, shipping speed, and private label, Fulfillment has the edge on all three of these suppliers. I get sourcing, quality control, and private line shipping, and their custom photography really helps me stand out as a brand instead of selling the same catalog as everyone else. But if I was brand new and I needed a simple app with coaching, I'd probably go with ZenDrop. And if I was validating with a tighter budget and wanted a more agent feel inside Shopify, I'd go with TeamDrop. But out of the three, Fulfillment is my personal choice for 2026. So I'll go ahead and leave a link for them down below. Once you guys have a winning product in mind, click that link, select get a free quote, fill out a little more information about your brand and the products you sell, and they'll get back to you with an accurate quote right away. And if you guys want my supplier comparison chart, just comment below and I'll send it to you. But those are the 3 best suppliers for dropshipping in 2026. Let me know which supplier you end up going with. If this video helped you in any way, consider leaving a like, sharing it with others, and subscribing for more. I have a ton of helpful resources linked down below for you guys. Don't miss out on any of those. And that's all I've got for you today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.